Hi guys, so I've got this review for Beauty Big Bang today, and I'm going to be using this iridescent powder and this super pretty mermaid fish effect brush. Now the dusting brush I've got in rose gold, and that is item number J2285, and it comes with this ombre blue to purple, and even though they're close together, you can see just how soft that feels, and it's in a nice sturdy handle. They don't feel like, the bristles don't feel like they're just going to fall out, and it's comfortable to hold in a nice size to gently dust powder off your nails. Please excuse my singular red glittery thumb here. And this iridescent powder is J2831, and I'm hoping this will pick up those beautiful iridescent sparklies. And I'm going to be applying this over regular polish, which I've already got my nails painted, and for that I used Diego de la Palma White House, and I've got 2 coats of that. And my tacky base that I use to adhere and burnish the polish into is Model's Own Base Coat. It comes with a blue type of tinge to it, and it's a rubberized tacky base coat, and I've found this to be one of the best ways to use these powders, flakies, holographic chameleon pigments, anything like that, over natural nail polish without the use of gel and a UV lamp, now that I'm allergic to gel and can no longer use it. And this is what I use, and I use a water-based top coat to protect it from pixelating or just ruining the design. So what I'm going to do now, also this didn't come with a sponge like eyeshadow applicator, so I'm going to try something that I've seen and not used myself, and I've just taken a sponge web. Let's try that again. A wedge shape sponge, that's better. And I'm going to use this to dab on and gently burnish into my nails and see what effect we get with that. So let's just move some of this out of the way, and I'm going to apply a thin but even layer of this base coat. Now in my previous videos I've already had this applied and put the powder on over because it's already had dried and had the tacky layer ready to burnish powder into. So what I wanted to do with this video was just to show you how long I roughly wait, and I'm not going to speed up the video, this is going to be in real time, on how long I wait after applying this before I start dabbing on the powder. Now obviously, unlike gel polish, once that's cured under a UV light, just checking, once that's cured under a UV light, you can burnish straight onto that, and you can use some pressure to properly burnish and get a nice finish onto the nail. So obviously with regular polish the application is slightly gentler and a bit different, because although this is a tacky base and the polish does stick and adhere well to it, you obviously can't just rub, because you will catch it and lift a bit up, and then it'll leave your nails looking uneven and a bit bumpy, which is obviously the effect that we're not after. So you can see, I'll leave all the links to the brush and this pigment from Beauty Big Bang below, and if you're interested in trying it, I'll see if I can find the link to where I purchased the tacky base coat from Model's Own in the UK. and I'm not sure, I can't remember off the top of my head how much actual of this pigment that you get in this little pot. I think it's 0.5 of a gram looking at what's in the pot compared to the 0.2, because that's only a teeny weeny amount. But the sparkle on that, just look at that. The iridescence, just so beautiful. As you can see, my words have really left me this morning. We're just waiting for this. It really doesn't take long. And I just do a quick test. I just tap it to see. Now, that's fine. So I'm just going to pick a small amount up on my sponge and just dab it over. I think I might have to go and get an eyeshadow applicator. Not too sure at the moment. Let's see how we go with the sponge. But already, even over regular polish, I'm hoping that is picking up on camera. The actual iridescent blue and pink that is giving off. So I'm just going to continue with this for now, and because if you do leave this for too long, it will actually totally dry, and then the powder will not stick to it. So not that you have to work overly quick, but if you use the time frame from the video from when I applied this tackiness to when I actually started applying the powder, you'll get a rough idea of how long you need to wait, and then that is the perfect time to start applying these pigments. And I can see them flying everywhere, so my whole desk is just going to be covered in powder. You can see with the sponge, because it's a softer application, you can rub this into your nail with a gentle touch. And sometimes what I do as well is, once I've applied the powder over my nails, I use a finger to burnish it in a bit more. That is just so lovely. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't want this flying around everywhere, I want to keep the magic in the pot. I'm just going to see if we can burnish it in a bit more with my finger. Again, I'm not pushing overly hard because I obviously don't want to damage underneath. I mean, obviously these were first invented for use over gel polish. As I say, and for people who don't want to get into gel, who don't own any gel, or like me are allergic to gel so can no longer wear it. And believe me, it's taken almost a year for my allergy on my nails. It's actually coming up to almost a year to the day till my first allergic reaction came out to gel. And how far this year my nails have actually come back to somewhat of a good health. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So, and I missed using these powders, so to be able to use this with regular polish, okay, you might not get the effect or same effect that you do with gel, but to be able to still use these powders, I'm happy with the effect that I get even with regular polish. So for me, it's a win-win. So now I'm going to use this brush just to dust off any excess, and I can already tell that the bristles in this brush are not going to damage anything that I've just put on my nails. It's quite a nice firm pressure, but not overly firm that it's going to damage anything. You can still see glitter particles sparkling and flying everywhere. So just to make sure I've got all the excess off, because obviously I don't want to contaminate my water-based top coat. So I'm hoping that's really picking up on camera. But I'm going to post photos at the end anyway. And so onto my water-based top coat. And I apply a water-based top coat first to obviously protect and not pixelate. And then I apply my regular fast dry top coat over the top, because most water-based top coats are peelable and I obviously don't want this peeling off my nails. So just a quick application. And that looks absolutely stunning. So there we go. Obviously I've got a bit more glitter to clean up from my skin. But that is this beautiful pigment from Beauty Big Bang. And their dusty brush. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you found this helpful. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them below and I'll try my best to answer. As I said earlier, I'll put all the links in the description box below. Please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.